That looked easy, was it?
Yeah, it was nice to kind of get a good session in there and almost blow out the pipes, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, his positioned well. I was able to wait and open up there and for sure save a couple gears. But damn, is it hot. I think that's like the biggest thing. It's just no matter how fast you run or how good and fit you are, hot is hot.
You decided to skip New York City Grand Prix. I guess at that point, like, what went into that decision to get ready for this?
That was like, it was like a little bit of misunderstanding. Like way back, I was like somewhat committed to it. It was one of those things where like, we'll wait and see. We let him know plenty of time I wasn't going to do it, and I kept getting interviews. So I finally decided to kind of make a statement. It's like, hey, like, I didn't mean to take a shot at him like that, but it was kind of like I should have been off the start list way earlier and wasn't. So it was obviously hyped up as this big race and didn't fit in my training cycle. So.
How do you feel about your 2023 season at this point?
Great, yeah. Everybody's talking about the Nancy race, and I got off the line at Nancy and felt the slightest tweak in my hamstring and for sure overreacted and shut it down. And it was one of those thought processes where like 100 meters into an 800, I got to decide if I'm going to push through in Nancy, France for a silver label or make sure I'm 110% for trials. And I shut it down probably more than I should have. And now I'm probably 150% for trials because we've like gotten over ready for it. So we're just here. The whole focus all season's been on this and just kind of chipping away back at things.
How much do you chase those world rankings points? Because I feel like
it's a big deal because it's tough now because especially in the 800 when you only can take 9 or 10 guys to a diamond league, and these rankings are such a big influence on the meet rankings. So these meet directors are really using meet rankings versus credentials. And I was in a tough spot because I fell away 22 after last year. So I've been grinding my way back into the top 10 where I feel like I kind of should deserve to be. And on that climb up, it's been a little bit of a grind to be like, hey, like I might not be the highest ranked, but I'm ready to run fast. So it for sure is becoming more and more of an impact outside of just qualifying for Worlds for the top guys.
But outside of that Nancy race, are you pretty happy with the other races you put together?
Yeah, and honestly, the Nancy race I'm happy with because had I made a more aggressive decision, who knows what my health would have been. So it's one of those things. I made a decision and came off it, flew home, and was happy and healthy. So there's not been a complaint so far this year.
What are your thoughts about this meet not being shown on NBC?
Yeah, I mean, it's I think Noah said yesterday, like hurts. I think our sport is continually kicking itself in the foot sometimes with things, and I don't know. I have some big picture ideas that probably will never come in play because the people who would have to make decisions aren't affected by the way that us athletes struggle. We're still going to show up and race these races no matter, like, whether it's on NBC or not. The best of the best is going to be here because this is how we make our living. So it's hard to really voice a change if the people who are making the decisions ultimately aren't affected by, like, us, if that makes sense. Like, we're going to show up to USAs and Diamond Leagues and all these meets because we have to. We don't have a choice. Like, I can't just be like, oh, I'm not running USAs because it wasn't on NBC and because of this and this so-and-so is done, because I'm giving up literally the food I put on the table for my family at this point. So yeah, we're in a really tough spot, and the NBC thing is, like, I think another shining light into a lot of the other little things that people don't see.
Did you go to this meeting that Shakari Richardson was organizing?
No, I've been focused on this weekend. My family's here, my little one's here, so when I'm not literally shaking out, getting treatment or racing, I'm playing dad all weekend, and I'm enjoying outside of the sport because that's where my focus is. So I didn't get to go and haven't had a chance to hear what it was about, but really just focused on trying to run fast this weekend.